social and political reformers in the Bible? Well, of course, there were a lot of people who worked within the nation of Israel to develop technologies, provide political reform, produce food, work in various professions, build a temple, and so on. But it's striking how many Jewish people in the Old Testament had a major influence in societies far removed from their own. So just some examples: Joseph, of course, who ended up initially going as a slave to Egypt, ended up as number 2 in the country and saved the whole empire really from famine by exercising his leadership skills in a very effective way. Then there was Nehemiah, who we're told was a cupbearer to the king of Persia. What that means is that he was effectively a very powerful, almost cabinet-level minister in the state who served the king and who was able to use those administrative skills and webs of influence to go back and direct the rebuilding of the wall of Jerusalem, which had been in ruin for 70-odd years. And then there was, of course, Esther, who was married to the king of Persia, and who, with the help of her uncle Mordecai, managed to avert a catastrophe for the Jews, so working again through political processes. And then, of course, we've got Daniel and his 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel served through different kings. It said that he was, they could find nothing wrong with him because he was neither negligent nor corrupt, that he did such an effective job in helping to rule that society. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were also were major administrators. And when the prophet Jeremiah wrote to those in captivity in Babylon, which included these men, he said to them, "Seek the good of the city in which you serve, because in its welfare you will find your welfare as well." So we know that they remained morally distinctive. They did not compromise, and that got them into trouble in the lion's den and in the fiery furnace as well. But neither did they separate themselves from the society. They were constructively involved in a positive influence in helping to shape those societies. And I think for Christians today, we live in a Babylon of our own, in a society that's hostile to faith and values, but nonetheless we can be morally distinctive and obedient to Christ, but also involved and creative in the society, seeking the good of the society in which we live.